Breathing. So breathing is something that we all take for granted. Our body just does it, thankfully. It's something we don't really have to think anything about. And as a result of that, we often are not aware of how we are breathing. So at times when we are getting a little bit stressed or anxious, our breathing can get shorter. Any times when you're pregnant and the baby is pushing up into the ribs and the diaphragm, again, your breathing can get shorter. And through that, it changes the mechanics in our body. It changes the turnover of air in our lungs. So we're not getting as many nutrients in terms of fresh oxygen, and we're also not expelling as much of the waste products. So breathing is a natural detoxification route from our body. And at times such as this, which is half term for us, breathing can actually be a really simple, quick and effective way to calm things down. Same as if you're having a stressful time at work or wherever with a particular project or something going on in your life. It's something that you can do anywhere. Nobody's really going to know that you do it, but it will just help to calm things down. It's particularly effective when you're exercising as well. So certainly in all of the classes that I do, we very much draw on the breath and become aware of which part of the move we're using, the inhale versus the exhale in, and drawing all our core together as part of that. And in that way, it very much forms part of Pilates. So quite often I will get people to sit with just one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly and just breathe normally. Notice whether you breathe in and out through the nose or the mouth or both. And also notice which hand is moving more. Is it the hand up on the chest? Is it the hand down on the belly? So here we're not changing anything. We're simply noticing how we're breathing. And I say we take it for granted, our body just does it, we don't have to think about it. But let's change that for a second. Let's make our breath really short and fast. So perhaps just breathing with the mouth as well. So like you would when you're anxious, you're worried, or you're exerting yourself, continue that short breathing. And as you're breathing in that short fashion, notice any changes in your body. Does it make you feel more anxious? Does it make you feel more tired? Anything like that, just notice and then start to slow it down. Sigh the breath out through the mouth, take a breath in through the nose. So now we are channeling the breath. We're going to breathe it in through the nose. Apart from anything else, that warms the breath slightly before it hits the lungs. And so you can also get a much deeper breath breathing in through the nose. Now, when it comes to Pilates, we use something called lateral thoracic breathing, which takes some saying, and it takes a little bit of practice to get it right as well. And here we place the hands on the ribs. So your lungs are situated directly underneath your ribs, and it's thinking of those lungs on each side and thinking of them as balloons that you want to fill with air. So let those shoulders relax. Then as you breathe in, you want to fill those lungs so that the hands move apart as the ribs fill, and then as you breathe out, the hands come together. So those hands are like curtains, opening and widening as you breathe in, closing together as you breathe out. Now, when you very first start this type of breathing, which as I say we try to employ during Pilates practice, it can be really difficult to direct it into the ribs and out to the sides, which is effectively what we're doing. So just watch that you're not raising that chest to do the breathing. And if it helps, take the hands a little bit lower down. So you might start with some relaxing belly breathing and imagine that breath filling your belly as you breathe in. Let everything relax, let everything go, fill the belly with air, and then breathe out. Now, if we take a deep breath in, now breathe out for at least a count of 8 with your hand on your belly. you will notice that your belly starts to draw tighter. Okay, it may draw in as a result of that, but it's actually contracting through there. And through that breath out, we can start to contract those abdominal muscles, which is again something that we do in Pilates practice and that I employ with clients. Even when we're lifting weights, it works well to switch on your abdominal section as well as your pelvic floor as well. But actually drilling down into that breathing helps you to get in touch with your breath, therefore works your diaphragm more effectively, gets that pelvic floor working and all of your torso so that you're much more stronger and also more stable in anything that you're doing. So, all I want you to do for 10 minutes a day, set a little reminder in your phone just for 10 minutes each day, is become conscious of your breath. Just start, as we did in this video, noticing how you're breathing. Is it in your nose? Is it in your mouth? Is it out of your nose or your mouth? And notice which part of your body is moving the most. And then focus that a little to the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and see if you can deepen and widen that breath. Okay, just 10 minutes every day. Use it as and when you want. So any time that's stressful for you, whether the kids are getting at you and you need some space, whether it's a project at work that just isn't quite going right, you don't have to be sat cross-legged on the floor. You don't have to do any chanting at all. You can just sit wherever you're comfortable. Notice your breath. Channel it just 10 minutes a day, and I promise it will calm your approach to things and it will improve your focus. Not only that, but you're improving nutrients into your body and helping to detoxify yourself as well by breathing more effectively. So have a go. Set an alarm in your phone, 10 minutes focus breathing a day, and let me know whether it makes a difference for you. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.